Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Check326 here, and I just wanted to try something a little bit different today. I am playing Glaive Weapon Power in 3.10 in a ranked match, and I guess I just really wanted to record this because I felt like I wanted to just show off my plays and like what I do as a Glaive, and just how I won. And I actually did end up sniping your Doomsday, who's also a fellow YouTuber. So shout out to him. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, let's just do this. It was a pretty good game, and I was playing with some friends, so we might have the whole the 5-man advantage, so that's pretty good. And I actually did start with the Stormguard banner because essentially it's a vital starting item for all junglers now this patch because you really got to be able to clear that fast, and I guess they really just buffed the tree damage, which is also a good thing. And I just started red, just like whole 3.9. I started the red buff and try to help the bot lane as much as I can. And the enemy team did have a Kensei, so I was kind of confused because he did get nerfed a couple patches ago. So I was like, why would they do that? Because now he'll probably get stomped in early game. So, I mean, hey, he did end up doing pretty good, so good for him. And, just what I usually tend to overdrive on Glaive, I usually overdrive A first and then B because you're not really going to need your ult like at all because it does no damage. And I the lower cooldowns also help as well, so that's also a good thing on both A and B. And you really do want to get that crit chance over the final rank of the ultimate. And I'm actually gonna go help out Gwen down here and go probably try to kill Doomsday, who was the Grump by the way. So, and good thing they didn't nerf the ambient gold in the lane, but they did do it in the jungle, so that's a bummer now. But at least now I gotta get my farm, so that's a good thing. We're just out here trying to bait him. So we're just playing pretty passive, waiting for him to screw up. So usually what I tend to go on Glaive item wise, I usually just go Starblade first, just for the good burst damage. And my team does have a skirmish up there, and they did get first blood, so good for them. So another kill on the Kensei. Kensei isn't that good early game, so I really didn't know why he would fight. Like his early game is actually like piss poor because first of all his perk is based on enemy health, and since no one has health in the early game, it's really bad. Notice how I did the punch strike combo there? It takes a lot of practice, but if you want him in Glaive, I would recommend you always try to practice a little bit because it does help you. I guess it's also stylish and helps you, I guess, get those flashy kills. And there's just always those times where it's like when you need that little bit of extra damage when you pump them. So that's a good thing to practice. Oh, on my first shopping rotation back, I get travel boots because you really want to get travel boots to be more mobile and I guess be able to rotate around the map, which is pretty good. Again, I just started my red and my gold, so just keep rotating like that and try to get, I guess, my top farm too, because that's your main source of gold and experience. So, Stormguard, a really good item. It helps you clear fast, and it really just helps you get those, I guess, last hits of enemy trying to take it. I've seen like a really, I guess, toxic thing with the whole Stormguard banner, where like usually the whole enemy team gets Stormguard banner, and they start to invade the red side, which is pretty toxic. But it's a good tactic because you can just, I guess, take your jungle pretty easily if all of you guys do, I guess, 300 damage on one gold oak, and you usually give it to jungler because they're gonna need to get fed. So, on the enemy team, Baron was a pretty good pick. Baron's pretty overpowered right now. He's really, really strong because they did buff his explosion damage, which is pretty good. Gwen with the stutter steps and trying to get the ambient gold, making it easier for her to push lane. Always get rid of the vision whenever you can. I told her to go for the healing trade over here, which doesn't end up being up, so kind of a little waste. But I do try to go into the jungle and try to invade them. We'll get nothing there, so I just try to rotate up for the lane for a gank. And I'm not gonna really do that much damage because I don't have any damage items. Again, wait for the East to overextend a little bit. Hit him with the punt. Always try to punt them against the wall too. You can't be punting them in, I guess the open air because they're just gonna be able to get away. Doomsday being a little aggressive here against the Gwen, so. I kind of just stepped in there to let him know to back off. This meta is really different because now, for jungles at least, I'm a jungle main, And now it's just like you're basically rotating all lanes, making sure that all your lanes are okay. And it's not like last patch where it was just, I guess, you and your bot laner just camp the bot lane until you get first turret, which is kind of dumb, and I feel kind of bad for the top laner. But I guess, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win. Would you try to get the first turret here? Ultimate does not work. Hates being try to get the kill on her. Gwen's pretty much dead, but I do try to come and save her with the punt. Again, put the punt stroke combo. Really works. So I recommend you start practicing it. I practice it a lot. So it really, I can tell it does pay off. I did get journey boots just to be a little bit faster. And like basically journey boots and anyone is pretty good, especially Rhyme. Rhyme is godly with journey boots this patch because he can now with the whole change to his root, he can just run up their root and just do massive damage. So would you try to stop Doomsday on the Grump and the Yates for getting their first turret, but ultimately it doesn't work. So it's a bummer, but you know we do come back. So it's only one turret, so it's not the end of the world. But you do want to have, I guess, that one first turret up for protection. I do end up trying to kill him, so it's not gonna work obviously with the Yates there. So Grump being really aggressive again, you gotta try to peel for your teammates, I guess, with the afterburns. I usually don't tend to use it for kills unless I really think I can guarantee it. So we do try to get the first turret here. Not really gonna work because the Yates and the Grump are just setting that turret, defending the lane pretty well. So I do end up going into my backs because you really gotta rotate efficiently back to your backs in order to get good farm and good experience. I usually tend to get the first two rotations on the weapon buff, so because that's your only source of experience now as a jungler. So when it's usually late game, like level 12, I usually tend to just give it to them, so they're not really gonna need it. So again, level 6, you know, that's pretty much Glaive's power spike because he does get his lifesteal, which is really good. He's just godly with lifesteal, especially poison shift, but I didn't really need to do it this time. I just wanted to go for a full burst build, so like he's just extremely good, and that's really good damage at level. Like his bloodstone ultimate is really good damage at level 1, but it really does tend to fall off really hard late game. Because again, you have no CP damage, which really bothers me. I really do think that this should, I guess, be able to buff him. Grimsay with the ult right here, failed ult, hit him with the ultimate. I usually tend to finish it for kills because it does pretty good damage since no one has shield in the early game. And now it's in the late game. It didn't do that much damage. Lance up here, we're right here trying to get the Kensei. But again, he hasn't hit his power spike yet. He goes for the stun, obviously hits it. Lance with the root. Gotta hit the Baron with the afterburn. Hit it with the punt, stroke, ultimate combo. Which is really good. Again, I recommend trying that. Usually your combo is A, B, ult. Yates is pretty aggressive pull. Yates is especially good this patch too. He didn't get touched if I remember correctly. But yeah, this Lance has been missing a lot of his impales. I know he's probably been lagging. I can tell. Yeah, Kensei again try to be aggressive, but he just doesn't learn it. You know, you have to wait till it's late game in order for him. He's usually good with his third item. He needs third item to be good. So I don't know why he's just trying to go in here willy-nilly. If I were him, I'd try just to farm up. So my first buy will be Starro Blade damage-wise. That's when I have the good burst damage. I go to my back. I try to make as much gold as possible and as much time I have. Because I don't have limited time because I have to keep rotating around the lanes. So looks like there will be a skirmish in the mid lane. So gonna have to go help him out. I do end up taking this, I think. But again, I need the golden experience. So anything really helps. But I think. Yeah, I give it to him. He's really gonna need it because the CP buff gives you lifesteal. So Lorelei with the stun, that is really hard to land. So I can't blame her because of the delay time. Me again going for the weapon buff. So I'm only gonna give it to her along this late game because I really need that as my source of experience, as like I said earlier. But I usually just go for Starro Blade, Poison Shiv, and then probably Tornado Trigger, and then probably Bone Saw too. Because you want to have as much sustain as possible, especially when Glaive with your lifesteal is already godly at a good 24% when you have all your stacks. So it's pretty good. I do recall here, I got my first item, so Yeah, it's a good thing. Got it in 9 minutes. It wasn't that bad. Cause I'm pretty much the second most bad hero on my team. So yeah, I'm usually just fed from getting the kills and just rotating efficiently, getting all my stuff. We do have skirmish here in the mid lane, so again, Grumta being thirsty for that ultimate. I did hit the punch through combo, but that almost did put me in harm's way, but luckily it didn't. Again, Grump being pretty aggressive. Doom does not really learn, does he? But yeah, I do try to rotate up the top lane, help him out. Again, your main goal is to rotate and help ease the lane pressure. As you can say, I don't know why you didn't come at me, but again, we try to go for the Baron. So, because Baron's really just the primary damage dealer on their team. He does too much damage. Like, it's actually like disgusting. So, I always tend to take the scoreboard, see what energy building, see how I can counter build. So, Grumcha usually him and Kenneth, they both got the surface mass, so I just wanted to get poison shit for the mortal wounds. Now that the buff is pretty good, now you're getting it every 2 basic attacks instead of 3. So it's like on off, which is really good. Especially with heroes like Kente. You're really gonna need that sustain in order to keep himself alive. Again, he's being efficient, trying to rotate into as many lanes as I can. I don't know. I didn't really know what to do at this point. I was kind of aimlessly walking around, which is kind of my bad. Which I should be more efficient. How to rotate the lanes. I do end up going to top lane again, because that's the lane that mostly needs help. Because it's Kensei and Baron up in there, who are really 2 late game threats. We do try to get the turret here, just pushing out the lane. I didn't mean to take the CS, but Baron with that, I guess, kind of chunked. Not really chunked me, but still pretty good damage. Left with that good root. I do go in for the kill, so yeah, obviously did not work, because you really gotta have, in order to afterburn for the kill, or I guess near turret, you really gotta have you really gotta have your team full commit. Doomsday with the skirmish down there. Now we're really looking too good for a Gwen. I know also Gwen's really strong in this patch as well, because the whole tension bow. So yeah, I just rotate down again, go shopping. You always gotta shop, because you never really know when you're gonna, I guess, have your next encounter. You always gotta be ready for it. Me, I try to go onto the scarf right here, where I was supposed to against the wall, hit him with the ultimate. Did not work, obviously, because Magnus with the really good ultimate. Oh my god, that ultimate has too much range. It's pretty disgusting. But anyway, we do have a skirmish coming up over here. Again, you gotta shop frequently. I didn't, unfortunately. So he does try to leave with his ultimate, but ultimately doesn't work. No pun intended. But it doesn't work. So I try to get the healing train over here. I infuse. No, I don't infuse. I get the barbed needle. Again, for the more sustain. You really got to sustain out here as Glaive. Because you can either go burst or sustain. I like burst. I like sustain more. Because it's just like nice seeing your health go up pretty instantly. Like I do try to go for the gold hook here. You really got to try to storm them as much as possible in order for them not to come back. So you always gotta set us up as well. You gotta maximize your time. Kensei did realize that his gold hook gone thanks to me, so good for him. Did get the kill on Scarf there. You just gotta hit him with the punch stroke ultimate combo. I always use ultimate unless they're really low health, because you're not gonna hit it, because it was like 200 damage plus like 70 and a 30, because they're just 3 separate ticks of damage. So almost level 12 here. Gonna overdrive my B ability. Like fully put points into that. Once you get your blood slime, just put 1 point into that, because you're not really gonna need that. It's the only reason why you use it, because the really good lifesteal. And it's the only reason why it makes the Glaive good necessarily, because he has good gank potential with his afterburn, and he has really good lifesteal, because they changed it a while ago actually. But it's pretty good. I do end up trying to stop the lane from being pushed, so I guess you really gotta go for the lane pressure as well. That's also how you win games. You just gotta keep pushing out turrets. You always gotta check your scoreboard constantly too, because you gotta see how much gold you're up by or you're losing by. We are going for the Black Law here. I don't think it's gonna work out. I think we can tend to back off it, because we do have a skirmish over here. I'll put the black claw pit. Ooh, some are pretty low. So what I usually tend to do now with these fights, I got my poison ship now. I'm going to get it. So it's pretty good. Now I have more lifesteal and a little bit more damage. And I do wait for my other weapon blade. Just wanted to get a little more damage. So I do see the scarf over here trying to get the CP treant. So I just punished him for that. And now it's mine, so it's pretty good. Pretty good. Magnus is a really strong hero right now. He's really good. Because his arcane marks are just stupidly annoying. And it's really annoying when you get hit by the ult. And it's like, you have the mark on you, bam, extra damage right there. So that's not really fun at all. That's why he's usually banned. And bans this game, we banned Jewel, Rhyme. What else did we ban? I don't know, I forgot the other two bans. My apologies, but I could have went Taka too, but I guess the Gwen just got me Glaive. Luckily, I knew how to use him. So I guess I was more comfortable with Glaive anyway. I main Glaive since the first week I started playing the game. He just appealed to me. He looks cool and he has a cool accent. I guess a cool, really easy to learn kit. So we did go for the Grumjaw stun here. Didn't work. The Kensei really low. I don't think we would get the kill on him. But Magnus again applying that really good lane pressure with the arcane marks. Baron does hit that ultimate, but luckily it didn't do any damage because he wasn't CP. CP, I feel really bad for Baron because he's got gutted really hard a couple patches ago, even though he didn't really deserve it in my opinion. Oh, Lorelei with a really good stun on Grumjaw. It's really good timing. Good kill on the Grumjaw Gwen. Pretty good. I did get him down a little low with my ultimate, so again, anything helps really. I just took this minion, I don't know why, I just felt like it. And we do go for the breaking point here. Quite sure we do. We wanted to go for Black Wall, but like we were like, no, don't do it, it's not worth it because they're pretty much nearby. And Kensei and Baron do get the top turret, which is a shame. And I wanted to take this, but I was like, no, it's a late game. I had to let Magnus do his damage. So I had to give it to him. But I want to take my double bears, so. Again, rotating down my gold and my weapon treant. Gold looked really good, so I always try to get as much gold as possible. And I know it doesn't really help now, but I just try to memorize your jungle spawn timers, even though it's not really that important now because it just tells you when it spawns. Or like back in the day, you really had to, I guess, know when your jungle spawned in order to maximize your rotations. Like I know T-Tigers is really good at doing that, so I really respect him for doing that. We do try to go for the team fight here, the skirmish. But I do end up infusing because you really just want to infuse for these team fights. You never really know how much damage you're going to do. So I just want to guarantee at least boost my damage output. They are pretty scared here. Kensei tends to run away. We're all just grouped together, which is really good. You do not want to be split in the late game. Kensei over here is split, so which is pretty good. I did get the kill on Yates. So Doomsday over here too, trying to run away. She did. So now we all convert onto the Black Law since they're all split and they're all pretty low health. So again, a good trade. I'm taking here, I don't know why. They do try to go for it here, but I don't think it's gonna work. Pretty sure Kensei's gonna jump in here, which is a stupid mistake on his part. Yep, they all try to go in here. The good Atlas. Did get the punt kill on him, which is good. Again, try to secure the Black Claw. There we go. Now we can just push the lanes, just split push the lanes. I know a common tactic is usually split push your lanes out when you have the Black Claw, because they're going to be too concerned with getting the Black Claw rather than you just pushing up the side lane turrets. It's a good strategy. Me and just lands here, we try to push out the side lanes pretty hard. After that, we just go to mid lane. And I do get the blade itself because I do want to get the breaking point. Even though breaking point isn't that good anymore, it's still a good item if you want to just last long in fights. Usually bounce is better because it just has good armor pierce and good attack speed and good damage overall. But the only bad thing about bounce is it only applies to a single target, which is not good. Madness with the shutdown here. Pretty sad. But I guess it's again Baron does too much damage. Rumchild looking pretty thirsty here for the kill. Again, as you're taking the gold oak, the healing train just to starve him up more. I guess not really farming. It doesn't give them much gold, but I just want to farm the experience. It's just something good to have. So looking at 10.9k, 7.0, really good. So pretty good. Now I actually like jungling now because you can just, I guess not really play anyone, but like I guess if they know how to, if they're good with Stormguard, and they can just really just I guess be efficient now. Because like back in like the last pass 3.9, it was just so annoying because I don't like playing roam, and it was just a whole roam jungler meta, which is kind of stupid. Because I was essentially forced to play Flicker a lot, which I don't really like doing. There's a team fight here. I just try to get my breaking point stacks up. Left with a good route here. I do end up being a little thirsty for the kill, but again, I don't die. They do get out alive, so that wasn't not a good trade. They killed Lance essentially for just a free escape. That's kind of my fault. I kind of just went in there willy-nilly, not really knowing what to do. If I remember, Gwen does get pulled, or someone gets pulled. Or Gwen already got pulled, actually. So again, try to peel for your carries. You really got to just protect them with all costs. Lorelei does end up going down here. But I do end up doing a really nice play, a good double kill. But it's the whole, I guess, I do end up getting myself killed, which is worth it, because, actually not worth it, because the Magnus died, but I guess we took two of them out, so they really cannot do much, except go for Ghost Wing, which I'm pretty sure they do, which is kind of my fault. I did kind of let him die, but I did take out two of them, so they're not going to take it as fast as they would. So again, when you get, yeah, look at that, I did ping the sad face, because, I feel bad. It kind of was my fault. I did get them killed, so they did get Ghost Wing. So if I were them, I would start fighting right now while they have the buff. So again, you got to keep this. Even when you're down, which we're not down, we're kind of tied now. But you still got to keep your spirit up, and in all points of the game, because you really don't know when you're gonna come back. Because there's so many times where like we've been down, and so much gold. You usually get bounty kills when you come back. Like, it just feels so satisfying breaking the enemy vein crystal. It's a really nice feeling. But yeah, again, my gold dog. I am trying to get my bones out here. Because usually when I'm up, I don't tend to get defense, which is a stupid idea. But I'm just confident in my damage output. I looked at the last time. I did get myself killed, but I'm usually pretty confident in my damage output. So I don't really get defense unless I'm really behind or I really need it. I did get the recall here. Have to get the Wave Salvo. Again, infuse, because you probably got to fight soon. You always got to infuse in the late game, because you never really know when the last team fight's going to be. So, always a good idea. Looks like we are going to have a skirmish here, so. I think I do end up being a little thirsty for the kill here too. I just end up going in there willy-nilly again, which you cannot do. You really got to protect. You really cannot think about yourself in the late game. You really got to play. You really got to coordinate with your teammates. Grunt with the ult, I couldn't do anything. Push him in there. Push the Baron in there, which is really good. Oh wait, if you had the opportunity to push him back into your teammates, ooh, with the really good damage on Kid 693, which is really good. I have some good breaking point stacks, plus the infusion. We do end up going pretty thirsty here. Kill the Yates. We did not get the Grumpjaw, so that's unfortunate. Now we're pretty much deep in the base with no turrets gone, so we had to wait. So one of us ends up tanking. It's the Magnus, so now we're out here trying to run out for our lives, so pretty fun. They are pretty thirsty, try to go for the kill, but you always gotta kill for your teammates no matter what. You cannot let them die. So I did end up pushing away Grump, which is pretty good. Gwen recalling right there, pretty smart, but also kind of dangerous if they did have a scout cam in there. So I'm going to get my healing train for the energy and health back. I do get the Goro again because I do want to get my bones as fast as possible so I can just build my defense. Look at that really fast attack speed. You can't. It doesn't look like I'm hitting it, but I am. Recall here. Get the Waze and Salvo. They did get Blacklaw, which is pretty unfortunate. So I guess now I have to stay here and man the turret, which is pretty good. This was good for us because they just didn't end up pushing with the Blacklaw. I don't know why, because usually in the late game you really got to push with the Blacklaw in order to guarantee turrets and push yourself closer to victory. So You also got to starter step on Black Law too. You really got to maximize your damage output. The Baron's right there, but it wasn't very smart. It wouldn't be very smart for going by himself. They do get the Ghost Wing. Once again, they're probably gonna have to end up fighting. But we do get the Ghost Wing. We do kill Black Law with no turrets gone, so which is pretty good. The good thing about late game, when you're pretty fed and far ahead, you can kill Black Law pretty fast. They do end up trying to pushing this turret here. At this part, I'm pretty sure I die because I end up being thirsty for the kill, which is not good. You really gotta, I guess, play it conservative now. Yep, I did get pulled in there. I go in by myself. I'm not a one-man army, and I don't have any defense, so that was kind of stupid of me. Doom, with a really good eat, just ends up pushing towards my team, eating me towards, and spitting me out towards his team, which is, again, not a good thing. So, and again, I put that face just to let him know I'm sorry. Doom with the really thirsty ultimate, not ultimate, the A ability. Baron does some ridiculous damage on ultimate, even though he doesn't have any CP damage. Lance with the missed root again. I know, pretty sure he's lagging, so can't blame him for that. I mean, lag happens. It's just part of life. But usually, what you got to do with late game with Glaive, make sure you always get those clutch punts into your teammates in order to guarantee them kills. Also, you really got to figure out what the enemy team is doing. We see Grump pushing out the bot lane, or his top lane in this case. You really got to know what the enemy team is doing, so you can in order to plan your next step. We do have look they're fighting or they're about to fight in the mid lane, so I do end up joining them. So again, you got to get your gold up so I can get my bones as fast as possible. Pretty close, only 300 gold or 500 gold now because they increase all the gold costs, which is, I guess, pretty good because you're going to end up getting more gold now, while I guess captains end up getting less gold because their gold amount is dampened. But on the bright side, HMC, they did, I guess, counteract that with making roam items pretty cheaper now, which is pretty smart on their part. They do end up winning the skirmish again because I think they're just impatient. I do end up getting my bone saw now, which is pretty good. I can spread their armor and do pretty good damage. But now I see they got defense. So we do end up picking up the Baron since he is by himself, which is a really bad decision. You do not want to do that in the late game, especially be by yourself. Look at that, we end up working him, instantly deleting him. That was not worth it now. Now we can push for Black Loss since one of them is down. We can get Black Loss since one of them is down. And the main damage dealer is down too, so that's also an added bonus. So we're actually going to go for the Ghost Wing here. I'm sorry about that, guys. Anyway, would you end up trying to go for the Ghost Wing here, which is really good. I guess in the late game, you really have to be prepared to fight. So, we do seem to try to go for the Black Law, so we try to hurry this up as soon as possible. Good, putting out pretty good damage. As soon as we finish this, we're just gonna run. We're gonna dip to that Black Law. Everyone's picking that, so once you get the Ghost Wing, we just all dip to Black Law. We're all just running up there. Luckily, we do get it. I don't know how we got it. I think Lance got it with the root. I wasn't paying attention up there. But now we have the advantage and the Black Law. So we just end up getting for the good team fight. Good damage on the Kensei. Comes out with the eat again. I do push him the wrong way again. I did push him towards the wall. But comes out with the throw. So I'm pretty sure he knows this is a lost game now. So as for armor, just because bottom turret is gone, so I don't really know if that's a good trade or not. But hey, we're about to win this game anyway, because usually if it's after 25 minutes, the Black Claw is empowered, so it does more damage to turrets. About to get a good team fight up in here, or not good team fight, but I guess get some kills. Destroy the turret, kill the Yates. Now get the armory, so yeah, it's a pretty good game, guys. Just wanted to share this. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Also, I'll put a link to Doom's YouTube channel in the description. He's a pretty good guy. So, yeah. Peace out.